All right. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everyone. John Hutchings here, Healthy Edge Live. I'm looking backwards on YouTube and I'm confused. We are here every weekday morning, 5:30, 5:45 time range, live from World Gym. This is, again, Healthy Edge Live. I am John Hutchings. This is episode 151. And I don't know if I've done this topic before or this title, You Can't Outwork a Bad Diet. That is a mantra that we created. And hold on with the technical difficulties here. Damn touch screen. Very, very touchy. Very touchy. Sorry about that, guys. There. Hopefully that's good. Anyway, you can't outwork a bad diet. And that is the mantra that we came up with during the Body Transformation Challenge that I orchestrated and operated out of the Downtown Fitness Club. I think it started as the Outwork Workout Challenge in about 2006. So we're talking about a dozen years ago. And that morphed into Celebrity Boot Camp. And then it eventually got to the Body Transformation Challenge, where we did 8 weeks of concentrated workouts, nutrition, all the stuff. We had supplementation in there too. I just wasn't as hardcore on including that as one of the legs of the stool. But basically the same supplements that we promote now, just Advocare is the brand that I promote, as opposed to, I think we used Optimum Nutrition back then, a kind of middle of the road price point, quality, glutamine, creatine, branched chain amino acids, multivitamin, same stuff I promote now. Gut health wasn't as featured back then, and that ties into today's topic as well. Gut health is very important and central to our overall health, wellness, and fitness too. 3 things. Let me go quickly through this today. 3 things, 3 nutrition pieces that I incorporate in my personal routine or diet, if you will. I try to stay away from the D word because a lot of people equate diet with restrictive eating. And it's not restrictive eating. In fact, my nutrition strategy that I employ personally, that I've gotten great results on, and my best results at 50 years old, that I encourage you to look into, has a couple of ishes in there. Ish, I-S-H. It's not keto. Keto is a big dietary strategy that's out there in the community these days, where you cut your carbs. A lot of people are trying to stay under 20 grams of carbs every day. I don't believe in that, but I do understand how it works in the body, and it has some effectiveness as a nutrition strategy. So I use some of those principles. Ish would be the way I would describe it. Keto-ish. It's not paleo. Paleo was something that, the CrossFit community was heavy in the CrossFit community, kind of leaked over to the mainstream fitness world. Paleo is how we ate as human beings before agriculture. If you could hunt it or you could gather it, you ate that. The thought being that is when we were getting our optimum nutrition. It's when we got lazy and started growing stuff that we started putting stuff in our body that wasn't great for it. This is where gluten, kind of the gluten-free movement, it kind of tied into that because gluten comes from wheat, which is an agriculturally produced product. So if you didn't eat gluten, if you follow paleo, you probably weren't eating gluten. I'm not gluten-free. I'm not paleo, but I am gluten-free and paleo-ish in my nutrition strategy. Let's get to the 3 things. Number 1, gluten. Let's kick right off the bat there. Gluten is the protein in the wheat. It's kind of it's that gummy part. There's protein in the wheat, and it gets into your system. And one of the detriments to our optimization of nutrition from food is the inflammation that gluten causes in the digestive system. Inflammation is a good thing in our body when we're trying to heal a wound or we're trying to recover from an injury, but chronic inflammation in the GI tract will block absorption of nutrients. It'll slow down your waste elimination. It'll just bog you down. And I try to stay away from gluten. I don't eliminate it entirely. I'll have pizza once a week, which has a flour crust. Anything wheat products, you should try to minimize. My grains that I use are oats and rice, and I get all the nutrients I need from grains, whole grains, not processed grains, from those sources. So gluten-free-ish, number one. Number two, fruit. If you're on the keto or you're following a keto-ish plan, if you eat one banana, that's 100 calories, 25 grams of sugar. It's fructose, but it is a simple sugar and has similar effects in the body as any simple sugar would. Fructose, sucrose, and the third thing that we'll touch on in a minute, galactose. But back to fructose. I do eat fruits because there is micronutrients in fruits that assist in all of our bodily functions. I don't want to eliminate that, but I'm eating fruit that has lower calorie, thus lower sugar from fruit in my body. Sugar has a lot of negative effects in the body. Primarily, it's going to produce insulin. Insulin is our fat storage hormone, and it's going to perpetuate that cycle. So if I minimize my fruit intake, I try to stay 10% calories, daily calories, or less with fruit. I'm eating berries, raspberries, blueberries. These are berries that I use on healthy edge meals that I'm eating myself every day. So I'm getting fruit into my system. If I'm going to have an occasional apple, I'll do that. It's got high fiber content in it. I'm going to avoid bananas, except for a rare occasion, if that's the only thing available. But 25 grams of sugar, you're basically consuming all the sugar that you should eat for the day in one banana. So I avoid a lot of fruit in my diet, but I still value what fruit does with the micronutrients and all those, flavonoids and all the, the things that, you read about that you want from fruit. I get it from berries and high fiber fruits like an apple every once in a while. Am I on 3? Yeah, I'm on 3. Dairy. I stay away from dairy. Dairy, a couple of things. Lactose. A lot of dairy products, if you're drinking milk, now cheese doesn't have as much sugar in it, so I do 10% of my calories or less from dairy. I eat cheeses, like Healthy Edge Meals salads have feta cheese or blue cheese. Our bacon burger blue cheese dish with sweet potato fries. Oh, side note, if you say, I got to have potassium from my bananas, eat sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are on Healthy Edge Meals, in the burger, blue sweet potato fries, and also the pork, cabbage, and sweet potato dish. Sweet potatoes have more potassium than bananas. So there you go. That's your answer for that. But anyway, back to dairy. I do eat some cheeses. I have started putting cottage cheese in my oatmeal a little bit at the end of the night to kind of get a slow digesting protein, casein protein into my system, and it has lower sugar content. But I avoid dairy for the large part. I'm using almond milk instead of regular milk. The other thing that dairy does in your system, it creates inflammation as well. So I'm going to minimize my dairy intake. So those are your 3 tips today, because you can't outwork a bad diet. If you're trying to get in your best shape and optimize your health, fitness, and well-being, you're going to avoid gluten for the most part, gluten-free-ish. You're going to avoid excessive amounts of fruit. So eliminate fruit-ish, 10% of your calories or less. If you're eating 2,000 calories a day, that's 200 calories from fruit. That's an excessive amount of fruit. Just that, doing the math real quick. I eat less than that, but keep it under 10%. If you're a fruit lover, you can still enjoy it. Keep it to less than 10% of your calories. And then stay away from dairy, 10% or less. Don't eliminate it. You don't have to eliminate it. If you like a yogurt, that's fine. Greek yogurt is better, higher protein content. Try to avoid the artificial or the sweetened products if you can. We have a couple of yogurt dishes on Healthy Edge meals. I've kind of peppered in Healthy Edge meals here. You get the point that my meal plan follows my nutrition principles and helps you get to your best level of health, fitness, and well-being. So those are the 3 tips. I am John Hutchings. This is Healthy Edge Live. I'm going to go outside this window right here. Lift it up, see what's going on out there. That's the weight room here at World Gym Rochester. WorldGymRochester.com. A couple more days till Sunday. You can get a gold membership for just $19 down. Check it out at WorldGymRochester.com or come down to 1717 East Avenue, right across from Wegmans, and come on in and do some training with me. That's the Healthy Edge Blueprint. If you want to get training with me, John Hutchings, 21 years in the business, 35 years of workout experience, nutrition experience, I can help you reach your goals. HealthyEdgeBlueprint.com. Check out HealthyEdgeMeals.com. Big news on that next week. And we'll leave it there. Guys, it's Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay on point for the most part with your nutrition. Enjoy yourself a reward or cheat or however you want to look at it, meal. You need to satisfy some cravings once a week. Go ahead and do that. That's part of the Healthy Edge Blueprint. And then we'll see you back here Monday. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.